My name is Christian Louboutin. I'm sitting here just under the exhibition at the Palace of the Golden Gate, which is le Palais de la Porte Dorée in Paris, on the east side of the city. And it's a beautiful museum. Girl's best friend is one. Foxtrotissima. This is my childhood neighborhood, so the first museum I ever went into was that museum. At a very early age, I wanted to experience different countries, and one of the reasons is because of Tintin, you know, the comic book. Everything which has to see with traveling really started also for me in that museum. The first time I actually saw a sketch of a shoe was here. When you were entering the museum, you had like a little sketch. It was just like a black shadow representing a shoe. So I started to sketch shoes because of that drawing. If there is an idea of perfection, I would say that it's a shoe that you have in mind. This is why in the middle of the exhibition, for instance, you have this big crystal, and this big crystal is under a palanquin, which was done in Sevilla, to this atelier called Villarreal. So you have a lot of shoes, but in the middle of that installation of shoes, you have this huge palanquin covering this crystal statue, which is basically a little bit of the Cinderella shoe, but the Cinderella shoe being the idea of the fantasy shoe, a shoe which is not existing. When I first started, shoe was an accessory. And then I saw through my journey, the shoe becoming a really important item. You have fanatics of shoes and you have devotion of shoes. So that's why I removed everything which was really, let's say, Christian and Catholic, let's say religious. There is vocation as a devotion, adoration to the God shoe in a way. Shoe, for instance, which is a small object, is the tip of the iceberg. What you don't see is what happens before, what is in the head of the person who is designing, what is the construction, how it works. I was very conscious on definitely wanted to have this exhibition to be immersive, and the shoe for me has so much more to say than just walking. I work with artists, I work with artisans, and I also wanted to celebrate them, and it's a homage to people who I'm working with. You have those things which have been done by those great experts into stained glass steel from Paris, la Maison du Vitrail. So there is this whole construction which is a theater. It was made in Bhutan. So all of this is also showcased, but also shown and explained. I still have this Tintin syndrome. Wherever I go, I still like to move a little bit and see things that I haven't yet seen. I first started to work for showgirls. Shoes are very important, but when they're dancing, when they're performing, they don't have to think about the shoe. So the shoe has to be there. The shoe has to be this big pedestal where you know they're going to perform. It's change the body postures, etc. But it has to be forgotten. The red soul arrived because of one shoe. So there is a one shoe before and after, because that one shoe had a big black sole. And in my drawing, there was no black, there was no dark color. It was a bright colors inspired by pop art from the 60s. I thought it should be a red with the intensity of the red lacquer, the Chinese lacquers, meaning nothing pink, nothing blue, nothing purplish, nothing orangey, nothing a little bit magenta, a true red. You look at it and it's not a bit of a blue, it's really red, as it can be.